Alright, hello all the crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So last time, we started to make our way through Alftand, and we fought our way through a bunch of dwarven, like, automata that were trying to kill us and that were trying to prevent people from raiding the ruins. And they didn't bother us too much. Today we're going to make our way farther into Alftand, because this is a really large, large dungeon, which is going to take us probably a couple videos to get through. We seem to be getting killed by another one of these spiders. So how about that spider goes, yeah, alright. Goodbye, spider. I don't know where you came from. I didn't see any up there when I was poking around earlier, but that's fine. So there's another aggressive red dot down there, and that is something which we will deal with in a moment. But first, let me go and unlock this door, and I think there's going to be some some loot for us to be had in here. Let's see. So there is another spider. Okay, that's cool. I thought I had an Atronac behind me, right before I started talking. I conjured an Atronac, but it doesn't. I don't see it. I don't know if it got stuck on something or if it got killed by something. Let's grab that soul gem. Over here we have an expert level lock that should be worth a decent chunk of lockpicking experience if I'm able to. I only have 6 lockpicks left if I'm able to do this before. Wow, alright. 2 tries. That should be worth a decent amount of lockpicking experience. There's a skeleton here with some gold on it. I wish you had another lockpick with you. Lockpicking increased to level 38 with that skill book. There's a master level lock over there. Potion of healing, resist fire, a dwarven helmet, and a non-locked chest. Amulet of Stendar, that will increase the amount of damage you block. Alright. Before I go and attempt to unlock that one chest, let me just stick my head around. If I can find any more lockpicks, that would be nice, although I don't really expect to. Braces of alchemy, okay. So if you want to, you can save scum, and you can just quick save your game, and you can attempt the lock, with a small number of lockpicks. Do I want to do that? I wasted that one. I want to know what's in here, but I don't know if I want to save scum. Alright. Last one. Last one. No? Didn't get it. Alright. Yeah, I'm out of lockpicks. That sucks. Maybe I'll come back here later. That would indeed be worth a lot of lockpicking experience if I were able to get that one at my current lockpicking level. Okay, so I see an aggressive red dot down there, and that is Yagra Gortwog, who is an orc, who I believe was another part of the. Oh, there's a lockpick. Yeah, thanks. Another member of the adventuring party from earlier who met their end. You appear to have died by falling. I believe the environmental storytelling at work here is that you were like climbing down the ramp like a normal person, and then it gave way and you fell. And then somehow I did the same fall and I didn't break both my legs and die, so you can make what you will of that. There are plenty of torches scattered around this place, presumably left by the adventuring team, and you can pick them up if you want torches. You can leave them where you are if you want the light. I thought I saw something up here moving, but I may not have. That is a battle axe of ice. I think I've got that enchantment already. Okay, there was a pressure plate here. I don't know what exactly that pressure plate activated, but we can just go and fight this lovely creature of the caves over here. So this is a Falmer. I don't believe we've seen one of these before. This is the creature who the weird spiky armor that we equipped earlier belongs to. And the Falmer are interesting. So let's see. I already looted that body. Apparently, they are blind. They are basically corruptions of elves. There is quite a lot of lore in the Elder Scrolls pertaining to the Falmer, but they're corrupted snow elves who are a race of elves who are no longer around. And there's a whole backstory. Did not get activate your corpse to loot it before you fell down. There's a whole backstory to that. We're going to be getting into a bit more of that in, oh, I wanted, healing. In the Dawnguard DLC. And also, I'm sure I'll talk more about them just generally later on. They live in caves, specifically in Dwemer Ruins, like we are now. Alright, there's another one. They can hit rather hard. They like to poison their weapons. So if they hit you with a bow or if they hit you with a sword, they can hit fairly hard as is, but they also can poison their weapons, and you might find that you will be taking damage over time after getting hit by one of them. So try to avoid that. Let me see. They're also blind, as I said, so they can't see you, but they can hear quite well. So if you're not in the habit of sneaking around, you might want to make yourself in the habit of sneaking around down here. And also just like avoiding things that make a lot of noise, like, you know, that. You can see that okay, that was a skeever, that was not a falmer. Thank you for sort of making my point. Anyway, sneak attacks if you can, that sort of thing. I could drop down there if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. I would probably take a lot of damage. If you did find Zigron, you could probably make it. There is a lantern here. I assume that was belonging to the adventuring party. I have not done my one stealth archer of the video. I think I'm gonna do it by video, like stealth archer attempt by video instead of like by dungeon, because keeping track of whether or not I've done one of those exploits in a particular dungeon is actually a bit of work. But I see you seem to be standing over there in the corner, and I'm going to just go and... Oh, are you coming my way? Or did you just wander off sideways somewhere? You might have just wandered off. Alright. I am going to... Alright, I see the eye opening, and you see me. Alright. Enough of that. Let me just go and raise my defenses. Get some, No. Left. Right. Thank you. We're going to try and stealth archer you guys some other time. So... Oh, wow. Alright. Yeah, dual casting a spell uses more magicka than casting it in both hands does. It's like, I forget the exact numbers. I think I said something about it before. Alright, you gonna just stagger you for free. It's something like 2.5x or 3x more, both magicka and damage than you would do otherwise. Anyway, I could wait for Lydia to deal with you. I could also just wait for my magicka to restore. I could heal. That would be one option. But it seems that that would be a bit of a waste right now. Alright. Let's see. That sword looks painful. If you were to get whacked by it, weak lingering poison. Let's see. Ears, gold, more weak lingering poisons. Alright. Let's see. You know what? I have been picking up torches off the ground, so... Because I've probably got quite a few of them right now. Got 6 torches. I'm just gonna go and grab that. There is an alchemy bench here. I think this is what that one Falmer was working at when I tried to murder it. I could do alchemy right now. I could brew some potions, but I don't really feel like spending time on that. There is a hat. Ooh, alright, so there is the remains of some unfortunate soul over here. Looks like they were in the process of being eaten. I'm not sure if in the process of being eaten might be underselling it. It looks like they mostly had been eaten, and there's only a little bit left. Anyway, anyone down there? There's a dot. I don't know if they see me yet. And I'm being quiet as if noise from my microphone will alert them. Pretty sure there's a mod that will do that as well. All right, so because I didn't successfully get this off the last time. Let's see. Nope. Nope. You hear me. Alright, got a level in sneak, which might make this a little bit easier later. Alright, yeah, that didn't count as a sneak attack. Let's see. We can just go and, Ooh, wow. That was a one-hit KO. I also took that arrow right through the eye socket, which looks which looks painful. Oh, I'm gonna have to backtrack quite a bit, aren't I? You know what? Since I'm here, can I do this in 5? Can I do this in 4? Alright, it's somewhere around here. I got pretty lucky. Found the sweet spot early. Nope, too far. Got 2 left. Nope. Maybe a little bit. Alright, it's gotta be like... Oh, I'm out of lockpicks. I thought I had 1 left. Alright, that sucks. I almost had that one. And Lydia's gotten into a fight again. Alright. Lydia? Lydia? I hope that's not gonna be a problem. If she's stuck somewhere else, I might have to go at it on my own for a bit. I was hoping that I was gonna knock you off. Alright, this is not going very well. We're gonna use my level here, I think. I got a destruction level. Fire spells, I'm gonna finally take this perk that lets me upgrade my fire spells, and I can't do that again until 60. Is there another? Alright, I can't do like adept destruction or anything like that. Impact is another good one. Most destruction spells will stagger an opponent when dual cast, and that'll just make them like stop advancing towards you. I need a couple more destruction levels before I can do that one. Let's see, you can stop being a problem. And let's see. Who else is down there trying to eat my face? Gonna take this one Falmer at a time, I think. Alright, so Lydia has rejoined me. And I suspect what happened is that she took that fall, and she didn't die because a lot of NPCs, not all NPCs, but a lot of the like semi-critical ones won't actually die unless you directly kill them, and since she fell off the cliff on her own, she survived the fall. I'm gonna wait until my stats regenerate a little bit before I run in guns blazing. And from there she sort of started working her way back towards where I was from down below, because the levels of this this part of Alftand do sort of work their way together. I don't see anything that I can actually take on these shelves except for some random junk that I don't really want. So we're gonna keep going. All right, let's see if having a stone flesh enchantment makes me survive any longer than I did before. Oh, there's a lot of oil on the ground there, so we can set that all on fire, and we can make you guys take a lot of extra damage. All right, so, ow. One of them died just from the fire. This one died from us killing it, and you, the third one, is going to die from Lydia, I think. Sorry, Lydia. Let's see. We're gonna go and just loot these bodies for their stuff. There's not really a reason that I want to take the lingering poisons there. I don't really plan on using them, but if I next time I come past an alchemist, I'll sell it. This is a trap. That is a mechanism which will make a lot of noise, which will alert the Falmer to your presence. Let me take my torch back out. Let's see. Anything in here? These weird, ugly skin huts are the Falmer houses, and Lydia's gonna stand right in the doorway. Can you, Lydia, not stand right in the doorway? I could unrelenting force you out of the way, or I could use my my other favorite trick of using the console to enable walk through walls mode. There's another chest. I only have 1 lockpick, and this is an expert level lock. Can I do this? Nope. Almost. Found the sweet spot, and Lydia's gonna stand there again. Can you not, Lydia, please? Buddy? No? Alright, fine. Yeah. In this game, I've compared NPCs in this game to like dogs, and that they always find exactly the wrong place to stand when you're like in a doorway or something like that. Is this actually a forge? Can I forge stuff here? I can forge stuff here. Do I want to forge anything here? Can I make like Falmer armor here? No? Surprisingly, at least to me, you can't forge lockpicks, and I kind of wish you could. In fact, the very first time I messed around with mods in Skyrim, like creating them, not installing them, I made a little one which allowed you to craft lockpicks at forges. That was a long time ago, and I do not have that installed here, but apparently my torch went out. It always has surprised me a little bit that you can't just craft lockpicks. I suppose they didn't want to make them like super common, and they wanted them to be a little bit rare. It looks like I should be able to pick up these Falmer ear, but the collision on them, the raycast from the player is like not quite correct. Oh, hi! Who invited you? Alright, I don't have. Who invited you? Let's see. We're gonna need assistance here. Break out the Atronac. Let's see. Oh, there's one who has magic. Alright, I don't appreciate it when you have magic. Can you not use magic here, please? Alright. And she's Lydia's in trouble. Alright, that's oh, it's you who has the magic. Alright, so first we're gonna get you out of the picture at least for a couple of seconds. Second, I think I'm gonna go and use one of these potions of health that I have. Oh, I have a potion of lockpicking. I might have been able to use that on one of the other locks to make them easier to pick. Minor Magicka. I'll use that. Do I have any other Magicka potions? I don't. Alright, well, we're just gonna go and take care of you, and oh, alright, so that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Thanks, Atronac. Staff of Firebolts. You have a Staff of Firebolts, but you were, like, conjuring sparks on me. I guess it had, like, I guess it had a spell, too, that it knew. Let's see, there's a couple different kinds of Falmer. So these are regular Falmer. This is a Falmer Skulker. And there's a couple, like, Falmer, like, I don't know, Falmer Wizards or something. I forget exactly what they're called, which will be predisposed to casting spells on you. And they tend to hurt a little bit when they do that. Let's see. In here, nothing. Skeever tails, ew. Lydia wasn't in my way that time. If I come over here, we've got a lever, which is going to lead us to the Alftand glacial ruins. And, let's see. This is going to be, I believe, a shortcut back up to one of the areas where we were before. And okay, yeah, I recognize this place. So this is the other side of this gate, close to where we came in. So if you want a shortcut back to the beginning, here we have a shortcut back to the beginning. Did I not take this chest? Steel battle axe? All right, I guess I didn't. Anything else back here? So we've got these Charis egg sacs, these egg piles, which belong to a creature which we haven't seen yet, and I'm not exactly looking forward to seeing, but we will be seeing them soon. Anything? No, I don't see any hidden treasure chests or anything like that, so I guess that's it. Alright, let's go back downstairs, and we can be on our way. Where did I come from? I came from... I think I came from up there, and I want to go this way. Alright. More potion ingredients. Thistle branch. So that's a, bear claws. I guess they could have gotten that from the adventurers that they kidnapped, theoretically, but, those are things from, like, the outside, which isn't a place where Falmer often like to, you know, go. Skooma. They probably got that from the Khajiit, didn't they? Alright, won't take any of the other junk. Let's see. Vayli, so that's another one of the adventurers, I think. I can't remember who, alright, apparently I didn't take that book, with, like, the list of everyone who came on the expedition, so there were, like, a dozen of them. There were, like, 8 or 10 of them, maybe. Human flesh, ew. And I assume that most of the dead bodies, the named dead bodies that we've seen so far, belong to the expedition party. Although I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, so maybe not. Here we have a dead Falmer body. This, I'm sure, was Lydia's doing. Thanks, Lydia. Big help. Oh, there's a... I was gonna say, do I have to drop down another one? But it doesn't look like I do. There is a Falmer who is going to be, trying to kill me with Frost. Let's see. Just, I see a couple of red dots, so I'll summon the Atronach again. You... Would be nice if you stopped that. Yeah, fight Lydia, because Lydia's got a little bit more defense than I do. And I'm just gonna sit here on the sides being the squishy wizard. Oh, there's a spider too. Lovely. Let's see. Yeah, that explosion from the Atronach, sometimes I wish it would go off sooner, because if it did, it would, like, help more. Oh man, I wish I had more magic potions. Should I? Alright, I guess I'll use my melee attacks for this, because it looks like this might go on for a bit. Battle Axe of Cowardice. That's exciting. Let's go and hit you with a of Cowardice enchantment. Let's go and hit... Did I hit Lydia? I don't think I hit Lydia. Yeah, so you're going to flee. The spider's going to flee because it got hit by the of Cowardice enchantment. Falmer was a little too strong for that, apparently. It only lasts a couple of seconds, though. So, fortunately... When you're done running, you're gonna come back, and I probably shouldn't like stand there, because if you do attack me, I'll be in a bit of trouble. All right, you're almost there. Boink, goodbye. And I think we can be on our way. So we survived that. Had to use a little bit more melee attacks than I normally do, but there were quite a few enemies ganging up on us at once, and I only have so much magic. Let's see. Should I loot the Falmer bodies? Let me go and loot the Falmer bodies. Hang on a moment. Alrighty then. I think we're done with that. So, a little bit more about the Falmer, at least for now. You might notice that their name, Falmer, does match up with, the names of a bunch of other races of elves that we've met so far. So we have, of course, the Dwemer. The Dwemer are the dwarves. We are exploring their ruins right now. The Hyles are the Altmer. I think Dunmer, the Dark Elves, and the Bosmer have also been introduced to us by name so far. And here we have the Falmer. Mer is kind of the common suffix for elves in the Elder Scrolls. And whenever you see that... Oh, Orsimer. I don't think we've seen that name so far, but Orsimer are also the orcs, who are technically elves, as far as the Elder Scrolls is concerned. And the Falmer are indeed a race of elves, and I don't know 100% if it's sort of a portmanteau of, like, Fallen and Mer, but I suspect it is. And if you could, like, alright, yeah, when you cast Frost on me, I am unable to run. Oh, that's dumb. I was wasting those of health potions, the health extensions. I wanted the healing potions like that. I'm going to, oh, Lydia got hit by that trap, yeah, these pressure plates, and, took a lot of health damage there. I just think that's interesting. If you didn't, like, read a lot of the lore and the backstory about the Falmer, you might have just picked up on that little naming convention, and you might have thought, hey, are these guys elves? But anyway, let's see. Actually, I think Septimus Singus might also have said something about that to us right now. I'll be honest, I was not paying attention to anything Septimus Singus said, because he is long, boring, and a little on the pretentious side. Okay, we're closer to the end than I thought we were, so I was thinking about ending the video there, but I think I'm actually gonna do this first. So, let's see. Use a little stone flesh enchantment, just for fun. Alright, definitely would have taken more damage there than I did if I had not had that enchantment on me. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and swing this Elven Mace at you for a bit until my magic regenerates. Oh, you've got a ward up right now? Yeah, that's just as well, because wards conveniently block magic. They don't block they don't block, you know, normal weapons. That would be the Department of a Shield. And, oh, I had Soul Trap on this thing. I forgot all about that. Hitting you with the Soul Trap enchantment made you die. That's neat. And made your soul get trapped, more importantly. Let's see, is there anyone else in here who's trying to kill me? I don't think there is. So I think I'm gonna go and take out the torch for another moment. Let's see. Here we have a chest. No enchantment on that. Another of Cowardice enchantment. I'm starting to get a little bit high on my carry weight. If I activate this, that's going to make that gate go down. I'm starting to get a little bit high in my carry weight. I do not have any more lockpicks. That's unfortunate. There is a console command I could use to force open locks, but I'm not going to. I'm mostly going to use the console commands, one, when I'm curious about something and when I want to walk through a wall, or two, when an NPC is being inconvenient and blocked my way. I'm not going to use it just for, like, gameplay purposes. Let's see. I'm not going to pick every single mushroom I see in here. There's going to be quite a few of them. There's also going to be quite a few of these glowing egg sacs, which, there's some lockpicks. Can I have another go at the lock? Let's, go up here. This is only an adept lock, so this shouldn't be too bad. Finding the sweet spot at least shouldn't be too bad. And a little farther, there we go. Got another lockpicking level out of that. Great Sword of Arcing. Alright, that's shock damage. I think I've got a shock enchantment on something already. But I'm not completely sure. Oh, I didn't open this one? Oh, that one had the leather helmet that I didn't take. Okay. Let's see. If I drop down there... Yeah, there's going to be a lot of mushrooms on the ground. I'm not going to take all of them. You just go away. I'm not going to stop and take all of them because that will take forever if I do that. But if I just find like one or two and maybe I feel like it, I'll just pick it up. We've also got plenty of skeever tails down here. Charis eggs. Falmer arrows. Those aren't very good as ferocious as they look. Here's another lock. This one should be pretty easy by now, right? We're level 39 lock picking. Thank you. Okay. So now with that out of the way, I'm going to bring back my stone flesh enchantment. I'm going to come around here through the gate, and we're going to be in for a bit of a not really a boss fight, but maybe a mini boss, you might consider it. And I'm gonna stall for time by talking to the chest. Alright, so I have 299 out of 300 carry weight. Lydia, you want some of this junk?
Still here.
Let's see. I know you have the blades equipment, but you do tend to favor heavy armor. And you might, for example, find some use from this this dwarven helmet. Or, probably not this, but I'll give that to you anyway because it's heavy. And, I'm down below carry weight now. This is all light armor. Steel gauntlets. Let's see. Alright, you put on the dwarven helmet and you look utterly ridiculous. But that's par for the course for RPGs. And here we have a dwarven centurion. Alright. So you have a steam breath attack. This is a creature which will do a lot of damage if it hits you. It will do a lot of damage from a range with its Steam Breath attack. If it gets that off, Lydia's taken out very well, I have to say, all things considered. And did I not summon the Atronak? Did I forget to summon the Atronak? I might have forgotten to summon the Atronak, but it looks like things are going pretty okay here, actually. I know that I did upgrade my fire spell, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more damage with the fire spell than I would have otherwise. But we can knock this thing over. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Dynamo Core. Let's see. Key, ruby, and some miscellaneous junk that I won't be taking. There's another one over here that appears to have been defeated already by someone who we will meet in moments. But alright, I think I'm going to leave that at that, and I think I'm going to leave this video here. So here's a dwarven crossbow, which doesn't look like we can interact with. If we had a crossbow bolt, we might be able to load it into there. I'm gonna end this off here. My name is Dragonite. This has been the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Where would be an interesting place to do an end screen? Maybe up here. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.